guys, welcome back to Exposed. And if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I asked if you saw any comments that I'd missed, if you had the time to snap them and send them, and one of you lovely ladies did. Sometimes the whole message isn't in here, but I thought I'd read these anyway. Stargazer Bird said, God, this is so small. I'm sorry, my eyesight's pants. I had surgery for a skin basal cell carcinoma. They had to dig pretty deep, and it took a year and steroid injections before the scar disappeared enough. I did always wear sunscreen, but I was always outside in tropical sun. Look after your skin. Also, as you get really old, sun damage, skin skin gets so thin and fragile and breaks and bruises. And Richards jumped in. I'm really sorry you went through that. That sounds like a long and uncomfortable healing process, especially needing surgery. Hang on. I was thinking this sounded really loud. It's because I've got Palea on. Let me turn Palea off. Because otherwise, you won't be able to... You won't be able to hear me talk. It's really loud. The computer goes apeshit. That's why Madam gets worried every time she comes in and she's like, oh, you're playing Palea, aren't you? And it's like, yeah. Mind you, I think I might put the extra fan on under my computer when I've done this so it can cool down quicker. But, yeah, it's heating up in the UK again. Don't like it, Mummy. Right, so where were we? I'm really sorry. Ooh, why am I always doing that? So bloody organised, aren't I? I'm really sorry you went through that. That sounds like a long and uncomfortable healing process, especially needing surgery and then still dealing with recovery for so long afterwards. It makes sense that your experience has shaped how you think about sun exposure and skincare now. When someone has been through something like that, the awareness of long-term skin fragility and damage becomes very real, not just theoretical. I think these kinds of lived experiences are exactly why people approach the topic so differently. Everyone is speaking from their own history, environment, and health journey. I really appreciate you sharing your story here, and I hope you're doing well now and feeling comfortable in your skin. See, would Lisa write something like that? Would she fuck? We've got, you're an adult and by all means do what makes you happy. With sunscreen, with sunscreen, the sun is okay, sorry, but that's not what you have been doing in the past. Do not encourage people to have bad habits because it makes you happy. By all means, do you. The problem is you took off the deep end and versus a middle of the road changes for skincare. Just don't educate people to get skincare. And Richard says, I hear your concern and I appreciate you taking the time to share it thoughtfully. I think it's important to remember that people come into conversations like this. Oops. People come into conversations like this with very different experiences, different skin needs, and different comfort levels with skincare and sun exposure. Because of that, what feels appropriate or balanced for one person may not feel the same for someone else. I haven't used suntan lotion since I was 30. Remember bergamot and ombre solaire. I cannot stand sunscreen. It's got so many dodgy additives, including cancer-causing ingredients. I've never used it and I'm 70 now with pretty good skin. I use a sun hat and white linen clothing in the heat and stay in the shade around lunchtime, just like our elders did. Having a light tan is the most wonderful feeling. The sun is so good for us. It's a natural disinfectant. In the UK during the early 1900s, hospital patients used to be wheeled out into the sun in the mornings to heal. Don't feed the billion-dollar sunscreen industry. Richard, it sounds like you've developed a very consistent approach over many years, using shade, clothing and timing in the sun in a way that feels comfortable and sustainable for you. People do tend to build strong personal beliefs around sun exposure and skin based on their own experiences, upbringing, and what they've seen over a lifetime. And it's interesting how cultural practices and medical advice have also changed over time, which can make this topic feel very divided. And then she's put, thank you too. Be nice if fucking Lisa treated her people like this, wouldn't it? This resonates deeply with me at 51. I lost my job in 2025 and truly believe God used it to show me that I'm enough and no job or amount of money can ever satisfy. I'm now focused on my health, relationships, and becoming the best, healthiest version of me. It's been a hard year, but I've gained great perspective that I may not have otherwise learned. Richard. Thank you for sharing something so honest and meaningful. It sounds like this past year, while really difficult, also brought you a deeper kind of clarity about what actually matters to you. Losing a job can shake a lot of things, but it's really powerful. Oops. It's really powerful that you've been able to step back and reconnect with your health, your relationships, and your sense of self-worth outside of work or external achievements. Lisa, I love that you let us in on your self-discovery. I never hear what you are not saying. I watch your videos to hear your experience and then I make up my own mind. I just really appreciate your willingness to share. Richard, Lisa, this is... Oh, her name's Lisa. No, it's not. It's Retha Lynn. So why is he saying Lisa? Oh, he's writing to Lisa. What the fuck? So he's pretending he's a sub now, is he? Lisa, this is exactly why so many of us enjoy watching your videos. I never feel like you're telling anyone what they should do. You're simply sharing your own experiences, what you're learning, and... Where's that one gone now? There we are. Right. This is exactly why so many of us enjoy watching your videos. I never feel like you're telling anyone what they should do. You're simply sharing your own experiences, what you're learning. See, it's gone again. Fucking thing. I need it bigger though. How your thinking evolves over time. That's what makes your content so refreshing and relatable. I watch to hear your perspective and then, like any adult, I make up my own mind about what applies to my life. We don't all have to agree on everything to appreciate someone's honesty and willingness to be vulnerable. Thank you for letting us be part of your journey of self-discovery. Your openness encourages others to reflect on their own lives, and I think that's a wonderful gift. Could he get any more up her hole? This was refreshing, Lisa. I'm sure it's because I was one of the unlucky ones that got stage 4 cancer at 37 and been fighting for 21 years. That's going to take a toll on us all, isn't it? Every year is a battle with something, but it's a blessing. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, people. But it's a blessing I'm still here and watching my children grow. I don't need fancy trips or fancy anything. Cancer has caused so many scars on my body, plus a leg amputation. Oh, bless her. I also have scleroderma. Anyway, where all my skin is tight and shiny. I have joint contraction. My fingers all curl in. I get telogen effluent all the time because of my immune system, which is out of my control. I could obsess about everything and live in a bubble, but I just eat healthy, diet, don't drink, never smoked, and what life is all about for me is my dog. Spending time in my backyard, cooking in my kitchen, and spending time with my kids. That is a luxury life for me, I'm assuming. I'm sorry, but I know before you all start screaming at me, I know you all love your pets. I know, I did too. But who puts their animals before their children? Just saying. She's gone through a hell of a lot though, hasn't she? Poor woman. Richard, thank you for sharing something so personal and powerful. I'm really moved by your message. It sounds like you've been carrying an enormous amount for a very long time, and yet there's so much clarity and groundedness in how you describe your life now. The way you define luxury through your dog, your kitchen, your backyard, and time with your children is incredibly meaningful. That speaks to a deep sense of what truly matters to you. I also really hear what you're saying about how illness can reshape priorities in a way nothing else really can. It brings everything into focus, what's worth your energy, what isn't, and what actually brings peace on a day-to-day basis. I'm sorry for all the challenges you've had to endure, but I'm really glad you're still here and able to experience moments with your children. That really is something precious. Thank you again for your honesty and for sharing your perspective so openly, sending you warmth right back. If that's AI, it's got a great way of talking, hasn't it? So they're the ones that I was sent. And then I went and looked on her channel to see had she done anything. And now all of a sudden, she's replying to everybody. So strange.
Hey.
Hey. Do. Say, Lisa. I bet she's an amazing mother. Good for her. Thank you for watching, Lisa. Now, she never does a fucking reply that long. I'm not going to read the comments because you all can go and look at that if you want to. But it's just the fact that she's replying now. Lol, she's a mess. Thank you for watching. I'm assuming that's Lola. See, here, I just search for the month and the year of whatever I'm looking for on my phone or look up whatever I'm looking for. That makes no sense. Apple is pretty good at that. Sadly, for a Virgo, I'm not that organised, lol. Or I do have albums on my Mac too that I look through in Finder. Thank you for watching. Lol, she's bad. Thank you for watching. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I think just in comparison to other YouTubers, I overshare maybe, but that does make me stand out at times again. Thank you so much. She definitely gets the zoomies before bed too. Thank you. Do you know what I mean? Look, you can see all the replies from her now. All of a sudden when she never fucking replied before. So has she realised that people have cottoned on that Richard's AI or something else, and so she's going to do it herself? Or is this just a burst of answering things while she's at the beach or recovering from her facelift or whatever the fuck it is she's having done? It's all very weird, isn't it? Anyway, that's all I've got for you, and if you got this far, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.